morning, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and it's Monday morning. It's overcast a little bit. But it's feeling good. I have no idea how many days it is since I gave up smoking. I've got a feeling it must be about close to 180 now, which means I'm getting very close to 6 months. Of course, it feels much more than that. Just need you to understand that. It feels like forever. And the reason I'm mentioning that is, as I got into the car today, I'm beginning to notice that it is beginning to smell a bit better. And I say that because what I've done is I've thrown in a Glade, one of those hard stick type fresheners, and I've got it lying on the floor near where the air conditioner type intake is, you know, the air intake. And I read about that, or actually maybe I saw that on YouTube somewhere anyway, how to get rid of that smell. And because apparently that's really where the main smell actually comes from, is in the whole air conditioning system. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, and it actually is working quite well. I was quite surprised when I got in today. It actually smelled very nice, and I've had it in here for probably a week, 10 days, so it's not like it's just gone in and that's why I've noticed a big difference. I did notice a slight difference before, but this morning I really did notice a significant difference. We had a great weekend of Tinychat. We were alive Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wow. And great to see new visitors. Always love that when we get new people in there, and especially ones that come in and discuss their stuff, things that are happening to them. It's really great to be able to do that, because it reminds everybody else of the time when they came in for that reason as well. And so it's really fun for me to be able to say hello to new people. So thank you so much for plucking up the courage to come, and for plucking up the courage to actually ask a question. Because I know sometimes for some of you that's not easy, but it's exactly the way you get help. So that's really important. And the person who came on last night, whose name will come to me if I keep talking about her long enough. Lordy. I knew it had a number at the end of it. It's what came before the number that has me completely floored. But by the time I go to put this up, I will see it, and then I will put it on the blog. Anyway, you know who you are. But was really having a hard time, and I really related to this one, which was that she had been busy trying to find work, and hadn't been successful, and it was beginning to really get her down. And that's like, I totally can understand what that must feel like. It must be really difficult. And so what we were discussing was the answer is to be in balance. I mean, you have to have a lot of faith. We know that. You have to have a lot of faith that, you know, the right job will come along. And sometimes that takes longer than you want it to. But the other thing I've found is that you also need to have some faith around it. In other words, you have to believe that it's going to happen. It's when you lose hope that you get depressed about it. And so what I was recommending was that she really proportion her day. You know, make sure she gets exercise, because that's good for the endorphins. Make sure that she spends so many hours a day looking for a job, but not sort of 24 or even 12, just spend like 6 to 8 hours a day, and that's it. And the rest of the time to stay in balance. This particular viewer was a creative person, so good idea to get creative. Good idea to, I suggested that she get hold of some motivational stuff, and particularly recommended, Brian Tracy, I think it is, that with the law of attraction. It's, there are all these things that are really important if you want to keep your motivation up, your self-motivation. And part of it is really to have a balanced life. I cannot tell you how important that is. I know from experience that if I work all day, come home, just upload videos and go to sleep, and then go to work and just upload videos, it gets to be a very I guess the word's boring. You're not doing anything else except that, so your life's not in balance. The house gets untidy, you're not eating properly. Do you understand? Your whole life is out of balance. And so what I try and do, and I did it this weekend, is say, okay, fine. You are going to do this, 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 and this. And it included cooking some decent meals. It included going and sitting on my deck for half an hour. It's ridiculous, it's summer and I've hardly sat on my deck at all. It included all those sort of things, because otherwise you lose track. And the other thing is, you may have heard on the vlogs, I've also realized that I can take my tablet and keep it with me in different places, so that I can actually watch some of the videos when I'm doing other things, because I just couldn't work out, how do people do this all day long, and also get time to watch other videos. And it's like, I don't know how they do that. And then I thought, well, you have to multitask it. You have to find time while you're doing something else. So I was going to do that this morning. I actually brought the tablet into my bathroom so I could do it while I was putting on my makeup. And then I realized I really do listen to the news quite significantly while I'm doing that. And I thought, something? I had listened to enough of the news to get a really good handle on what was going on, and so then I turned on Benji and Judy instead, and listened to what they're up to. And I'm so glad I did, because it was actually quite entertaining to listen to them this morning. They were having a normal day, and when I say a normal day, it wasn't a perfect day, it was a normal day. So many of their days are so perfect. And today they were having a normal day. I like that. So I'm pretty sure that this cloud cover is going to burn off pretty soon. I can almost feel it happening. We're at 16 degrees already, and 61 American. And that's fairly good temperature for this time of the year, for this time. So that cloud cover is going to burn off pretty soon, and then we're going to definitely up the temperature. When we were doing the broadcast yesterday, I asked if anybody had a particular goal they wanted to achieve this week. And I was hoping that somebody else would, because I certainly had one. And Emily, one of my wonderful regular viewers, said she wanted to do the, and I probably get this wrong while I'm saying it, but it was the standing think about this. Standing full, twisting something or other layout. I can't remember what the other thing was, but she's a cheerleader, and she's going to the Worlds, and it's like just the thought of that particular move that she talked about made me almost dislocate a few muscles, a few limbs. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could sort of imagine what this move is, and so bless her. And I just know that she must have so many bruises from practicing these routines, because now she's getting all these routines done. It's just like, ouch. Cannot imagine trying to do that. Or I cannot imagine that I once had muscles that were able to do such a thing. That's really the exciting part, I guess. So I'm jealous. I've got to do something about my core strength. I've decided that's something I'm going to work on now. Anyway, so what I said was I really wanted to work on losing a couple of pounds. And it was, I think we were the only ones that came up with any sort of goal. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody else decides to join in or not. So if any of you feel like you have a goal that you want to achieve, don't work on huge things, just do little ones. Just feel free to write them in and I'll keep track of them. And the one condition we have, though, is you agree not to lie. In other words, if you don't achieve it, it's okay. We're not going to judge you too harshly on it. But don't lie. Don't say you achieved it if you didn't, because that really isn't good for your psyche. Well, it's not good for anything, quite honestly. Why would you lie? So I've got to try and work out now. Not try. I've got to work out now how to just lose those couple of pounds, because as soon as I said it, I don't know if any of you relate to this, but as soon as I said I wanted to lose a couple of pounds, it was like I suddenly got a hunger jag. And I went and had, excuse me. Good morning. Anyway, I went and had cookies and something else. I can't remember the other thing I had. But I remember thinking, this is really intelligent. I'm trying to lose a couple of pounds, and the first thing I do is eat cookies. Not clever. I think mending the road should be illegal during rush hour traffic. I don't know if any of you agree with me. They should never be allowed to do that during rush hour. It totally messes up everybody's commute. Just my opinion. So, other than that, things are looking good. It's going to be a busy week for me and a long week. In as much as I've got a lot of catching up to do. I had a short week last week, so I've got some serious catching up to do with my work. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you're having a good week as well. I realize by the time you watch this, it'll be Tuesday probably. So I hope you're having a good week so far, and if not, make it a better one. This is DearMamaSal saying bye for now. Everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and Bean and I are out for a little walk. I've got to go for a walk because I undertook to lose 2 pounds this week. So if I don't do anything different about it, I won't, will I? So Bean and I are going for a little walk and trying to lose some of those calories. Now, I must admit it's a beautiful night and there's no excuse whatsoever for me not doing it. And that would be most nights in the summer. So, we'll catch up with you later. Bye for now.